everyone, welcome to Economicspedia. So today we are here to again provide you with some important exam information as we have promised you. And today in this session we will mainly be talking about RBI Grade B 2020, and our main focus will be DEPR, that is the Department of Economic Policy Research. Okay, so in this session we will mainly be talking about the main important dates, exam dates, the updated dates that have been mentioned, and we will be providing you with some extra information related to the exam pattern, the syllabus, the eligibility criteria, the educational qualification, number of attempts, and including the form charges as well. So starting with, what is this RBI? Right? It is a national level examination which is conducted by Reserve Bank of India in order to choose officers for the post of Grade B, and they have three posts: DR, DEPR and DSIM. So DR is for the general, DEPR is for this Department of Economic and Policy Research, DSIM is the Department of Statistics and Information Management. Okay. So one by one we will be covering, and with main focus, as I have just said, it will be on this DEPR. The exam happens in three formats: the preliminary, mains and followed by interview. Let me give you the pattern of how these exams conducted. So the selection of the officers for RBI Grade B DEPR, it happens through the online process as well as the written examination and then followed by the interview. Okay, so these are the three ways through which the officers are finally being selected. Well, let me discuss the pattern of examination in great details. Starting with the pattern of examination, there are three papers that you need to take for the exam. Paper 1, that is objective type, and the subject on which it is based on is economics. Paper 2 is a descriptive paper and the subject again is economics. And paper 3, finally, we have English. However, this English paper is both objective as well as subjective, and the subjective part you need to type the answers on the screen of the computer with the help of the keyboard. So these are the three papers on a broader scale that you need to take the exam for. Now let me discuss each and every paper in greater details. So in the phase 1, or we can say preliminary, you have to appear for paper 1, that it is objective format and the subject is economics. So the total marks of paper 1 is 100 and the time limit is given 120 minutes, that's 2 hours. Moving to the next stage, that is, once you have cleared this, that is phase 1, you move to phase 2, that is the time for paper 2 and paper 3. So paper 2 is again a descriptive paper on economics, and here the total marks is 100 and the time limit is 180 minutes, that's 3 hours. Now in paper 2, the paper is descriptive. The question will be displayed on the screen of the computer and you have to write the answer on the answer script. Okay, that's how the exam goes on. Now moving to paper 3, that is the English subject. Here, as I have mentioned, that the answers you need to type on the screen with the help of the keyboard. And here the marks for this paper is 100 again, and the time limit is 90 minutes. Okay, so this is all about the examination, phase 2. Now once you have covered and cleared the cutoff of phase 2, you are selected for the interview round. Now in the interview round, the total marks for the interview is 50. Then on the basis of that, the selection process goes on. So the final selection will be based on the examination of all the types, that is the online examination, the written examination, that is paper 1, 2 and 3, and along with that the interview marks as well. So all the marks gets counted, final round to decide whether you have cleared the cutoff in the overall section or not. Let's discuss the tentative dates. Although nothing has been mentioned on the official site of RBI, the link of the official site you can easily found below in the description box. So coming back to our discussion, that nothing has been provided as of yet on the official site of RBI regarding the dates, but there has been a buzz around that what can be the tentative dates. So here we are from the Economicspedia providing you with the tentative dates, although these dates can change depending on the situation of pandemic. So starting with the official notification is supposed to come in the month of September 2020. The last date for the payment of fees is in the month of October 2020. Now the phase 1 exam, that is paper 1 for DEPR, is expected to happen in the month of November 2020. Again, the dates, as I've just mentioned, these are very much tentative in nature. This can easily change. The phase 2, that is paper 2 and 3 for DEPR, is going to happen in the month of December 2020. Although the results of phase 1 will be, we can expect somewhat to be released in the month of November only, but again we are not very much sure. And the dates for the interview, we can expect it to lie somewhere in the month of January 2021 to March of 2021. And the final declaration of the result is obviously very much unknown to us, and it has not been declared as well. So this is a very rough estimate that about the examination that is going to happen in the year 2020 for RBI Grade B DEPR. If any one of you have missed out noting them, although they are very much tentative in nature, but if you wish to note it down, please have a look at this table. Now, coming to the eligibility criteria, the age criteria. You need to have your age between 21 to 30 years as of 1st of September 2020. However, there has been some age relaxation for who are pursuing for the MPhil and PhD. They have a relaxation of 2 to 4 years, that is, they have been extended the relaxation years to 32 to 34 years. And for the SCs and STs, the relaxation is 5 years, and for the OBC, the relaxation is 3 years. Now, let's talk about the educational qualifications. For DEPR, you need to have a master's in economics, econometrics, or quantitative economics, mathematical economics, integrated economics course, or finance, with a minimum of 55% or equivalent grade in aggregate of all semesters or years from a recognized Indian or foreign university or institutions. This, or you need to have PDGM/MBA finance with a minimum of 55% marks or equivalent grade in all of your semesters or years from a recognized Indian university or from a foreign university or institutions. Or you need to have a master's in economics in any of the subcategories of economics, that is, it can be from agriculture, business, developmental, or applied economics, applied, etc., with a minimum of 55% marks or equivalent grade in all of your semesters or years from a recognized university of India or foreign universities or institutions. Now for the SCs and STs and PWD, having a 55% marks is not, having a minimum of 50% marks from a recognized 50% marks or equivalent grade in all of your semesters or years from a recognized Indian university or from foreign university. So there has been a relaxation for the SCs, STs and PWD. A doctorate degree in economics or research or teaching experience in economics or publication in standard journals would be considered as an additional qualifications. Okay, so these are the educational qualifications that are must. You need to have it if you are thinking of applying for this RBI Grade B exam. Okay, so these are whole of the educational qualifications. I have discussed in 4 steps. Okay, now let's talk about the number of attempts. For the general category, the number of attempts has been increased from 4 to 6 times. So this is a good news. However, there is no such restrictions or on number of attempts for the SCs, STs, PWD, OBC and EWC. Alright, and finally coming to the charges of the application fees. For the SCs and STs, the application fee is ₹100, and for the general category, the fees for the application form is 850. And for the staff who are thinking of applying for the RBI Grade B, they don't have to pay any charges for the application fee. This is all about the information that you need to know if you are preparing for RBI Grade B, starting from the basic criteria and the basic structure of the exam, how it happens, what are the procedure, everything we have covered. And we have also provided you with the tentative dates of this year that is supposed to going to happen. However, the dates are still tentative because it completely depends on the scenario that we are in of this pandemic. And in this type of exams, thousands and thousands of aspirants appear. So it is a duty for the organizers to keep that security in their mind while giving out the dates for the exams. So that is why these dates are very much tentative in nature as of yet. But you can stay tuned to Economicspedia because everything important is going to get covered by us. So stay tuned to Economicspedia. And if you want to know anything more about Economicspedia, please feel free to contact us through our official mail ID ecopedia02@gmail.com. Thank you for watching this and hope to see you in the next one, coming up with some extra news on exam pattern and examination.